When you hear about somebody who's walked your cat on a leash, teach the cat to walk on a leash, you might think that's really awing or interesting, or you might think about how difficult it is or how odd it is that a cat, stereotypically labeled as independent, would subject itself to such treatment. Now, while training your cat can take time and is difficult, it is actually beneficial overall to the cat's health and safety, as well as rewarding to the owner. Nowadays, it's considered almost irresponsible to let your cat walk outside without any kind of supervision. It's healthier for the cat because it tackles physical, psychological, and destructive behavioral problems. Physically, it tackles the problem of obesity, which is becoming a really big problem with indoor cats nowadays. Psychologically, it'll reduce the risk of feline depression. And for destructive behavior, it'll reduce stress and boredom in your cat, which keeps them from clawing your furniture. It's safer for the cat because you can supervise your cat at all times. You can protect them from irate neighbors, predatory animals, traffic, or disease, anything like that. From my personal experience, training a cat is indeed possible, but it takes time. It has to be known that every cat is different, will take different time to complete basic steps, and that the key component to training your cat is patience. Let's begin with the most commonly used first step. You should start by laying your cat bowl and your leash and harness next to each other. Is it upside down? I don't know. This will make the cat feel content with the harness and leash. It'll make it more used to the presence of it, and when you try to put it on the cat, it's not going to stress and freak out over some foreign object. Now after the cat seems content with it, we should begin with a more hands-on approach. Begin by laying the harness on your cat. If the cat gets up and walks away, just keep repeating the process. Eventually the cat will lay there and allow you to put it on without any kind of problem. Praise the cat every time it lets you put the harness on. Once it seems comfortable with that, try actually putting the harness on the cat by snapping on all of the straps. Praise your cat once it lets you do that, and keep it on for about 15 minutes a day. Unless the cat is stressing out or having a mental breakdown over it, then take it off. Since we are on the step about putting on the harness, let's look at how a harness should look on a cat. There are two styles of harnesses. There is the figure 8, which can be seen here, but I would recommend against the figure 8 because it's said to be uncomfortable with the cat and it pinches them. What my cat has on is called an H style. Come here. The H style should fit snugly on the cat. You should only be able to fit 2 fingers between the straps. There's a little O connector on the bottom, which should sit on the cat's belly. The sternum, which is this black thing up front here, should sit on the cat's breastbone. You don't want it on the neck or else it'll start choking the cat. The rubber stopper up here should be used to keep these straps up here in place. It's fine. Since we've now talked about the harness, let's move on to the leash. Attach the leash to the harness and let your cat walk around the house. Never leave your cat unsupervised when it is walking around the house with the leash. The cat can get caught on something and end up strangling itself. Never tie your cat out. The leash and the harness are never to be used to tie your cat outside, even if you're leaving for just a few minutes. Feed the cat and praise it. When it's comfortable with the leash, pick up the leash and gently let it lead you around the house. Do not jerk on your cat, do not tug on your cat. That could ruin them from leash training forever. Now, since walking a cat includes the cat following you, let's touch on that. Always use positive reinforcement when training your cat to follow you. Use a high, happy voice that will activate their follow mommy instinct. Use treats to lure the cat along a path. If the cat walks away from you, keep a gentle yet persistent pressure on the leash. When the cat comes back to you, the relief from the strain is a reward. Praise your cat every time it does this. You should only take the cat outside once it is comfortable. If the cat has never been outside, put it outside and let it explore its surroundings with the harness on. Then, once the cat is comfortable being outside, pick up the leash, repeat the steps of letting the cat lead you around, and eventually you can start guiding it to where it follows you instead. So we have seen then that it is indeed possible to train your cat on a leash. It may be difficult and take time, but it is overall beneficial to both the owner and the cat. It's beneficial to the cat physically, psychologically, and reduces destructive behavior, which will save your furniture. So, according to Dr. Overall, an outdoor cat has a lifespan about 3 to 5 years, as opposed to an indoor cat, which has a lifespan of 12 years, which more often than not goes into the 20s. The reason for this is because the #1 killer of cats is car accidents. So, being aware of how to train your cat will not only help the cat in these ways, it'll also save a vital member of your family in